Here we have a Venn diagram. We've got the universal set, which is the rectangle, and we have two sets. Now where these two sets intersect, we get this shape here. Let's colour that in. Here we have the intersection of sets, the elements that appear in more than one set. The intersection is represented by this symbol. And we often say A, N, B to represent this intersection. Let's have an example. Here we have two sets, set A and set B, and we have an intersection. There are some elements that are in both sets. And we use this notation to represent the intersection of sets. And we often say A, N, B. So here we can draw our braces and we can write down the elements that are in both set A and set B. In this case, 8 and 2. Here we have another Venn diagram ready to input our elements. We'll say that the universal set is the numbers from 1 to 10. And we'll have set A as even numbers and set B as factors of 20. Now we have our universal set and our two subsets, we can fill in this Venn diagram. Here's our completed Venn diagram, and we're interested in what's the intersection. What elements are in the intersection of sets? Let's colour that in. Now we can see from the diagram that A, N, B, which is the intersection of the two sets, has the elements 2, 4 and 10. That means that 2, 4 and 10 are in both sets. They're even and they're factors of 20. Not all situations will have sets that intersect. For example, if we roll a dice, we get the numbers from 1 to 6. So our universal set is as follows. Let's say that set A is numbers less than 3. And we'll say that set B is multiples of 3. Let's fill in the Venn diagram. 1 is less than 3. 2 is less than 3. 3, 4, 5, 6 are not less than 3. Let's look at the multiples of 3. We have 3. And we have 6 in the list. And then 4 and 5 don't fall into either set. So this is our Venn diagram. And there is no intersection. There are no numbers in this list that are less than 3 and multiples of 3. Here we have a Venn diagram with 3 intersecting sets. Let's say that our universal set is the numbers 1 to 10. Let's say that set A is even numbers. We'll say that set B is prime numbers. And we'll say that set C is factors of 10. Let's fill in the Venn diagram. Here we have one element that is in all 3 sets. Let's shade that in. 2 is an even number and a prime number and a factor of 10. That's why it's in this intersection of all 3 sets. Here we can write that A and B, the intersection of A and B and C equals the set, and it only has one element, and that set contains 2.